Before this video starts, I do stutter a lot, and I'm not the best at holding camera since I'm really shaky with my hands. Sorry for the inconvenience. I hope you can still enjoy the video. Hey everyone, it's Josh, aka JCR1216, and today I will be ranking every NBA All-Star for the All-Star game. And also, if you want to see my reaction to it, I would recommend going to subscribe to my friend Amy. I will be on the Some Idiots episode, hopefully, of where we go through all the All-Star extravaganzas and events. And I will be also giving my predictions for the All-Star Game MVP, the dunk contest winner, and the three-point contest winner tomorrow, and also ranking every NBA team so far into the year on Sunday. So yeah, let's get into this. Okay, we're gonna go from order this way. Okay, Jason Tatum is obviously A tier. The reason why there's no, C, D, these are still, really good players. I'm not going to hold them to, a disregard. Devin Booker is also A tier. Booker's had a really good season. I was originally shocked that he didn't make the All-Star game originally. I feel like that he deserved it. It took Anthony Davis to be injured. Why is Devin Booker always the injury reserve? Okay, Steph Curry, obviously S tier, having one of his best seasons of all time. I personally thought the Warriors were done after Klay got injured. So, yeah. Next up, we have Kawhi. Kawhi is definitely also S tier. He's having a really good season this year. Clippers, hopefully this time, will not choke a 3-1 lead. All I'm telling them is to stay away from the Nuggets. Okay, next up is LeBron. LeBron, S tier. He is, without a doubt, he's my guess for MVP, him and Embiid. I forgot to mention Embiid when I'm talking about MVP. I'm sorry about that. I got that addressed in the comments. Julius Randle is B tier. Listen, I love Julius Randle. I love what he's done with his game this year. But when we're looking at everyone else on this list, he just kind of feels awkward a little bit. Same thing for someone down the list. Paul George, A tier. He's having a really, really good season. He's this close to being S tier, but I'm still questioning if he can bring it into the playoffs. All these guys at least have won a championship or a Finals MVP, except Steph. James Harden, S tier. Harden, even though I don't like him that much, he is having a tremendous season. I understand he's on a super team, but yeah, it's still that. Giannis, obviously S tier also. Giannis is also having a pretty good season, too. Not as good as last season. The Bucks have been struggling heavily, but it's still Giannis. And yeah, I'm gonna put this up so that's a little bit better quality. Sorry, and it's Giannis. Joel Embiid, usually A tier, but this year it's been S tier. Joel this year has been magnificent on all ends. He has looked like at least the runner-up or the MVP this year. So, yeah, he's been nuts. Bradley Beal, A tier. Yes, the Wizards are starting to pull it around, but it's still a lost season for them, I think. They'll make the play-in probably, because all you have to do is be better than the Cavs, Magic, and Pistons, which is not that hard to do. So, yeah. They could potentially have another collapse, but I don't see that. Bradley Beal's been on a whole other level. But the way that they started the season kind of hurts, even though Bradley Beal's really good. Kyrie, A tier. Usually he's S tier, but he's obviously the weakest link of the big three in Brooklyn. And I'm not saying that he's bad. He's still playing at a tremendous level, which is amazing. And I feel like all these guys could still lead their team to championships. But when you're the third option on a team with James Harden and Kevin Durant, if I choose between Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, or James Harden, I'm choosing KD and Harden first. Sabonis, B tier. I love Sabonis. I feel like he does fit in. I love Sabonis' game. He's one of my favorite players to watch. That's not saying. That's a kind of a shocker because it's the Pacers. No one really watches the Pacers anymore, Josh. This is the 2000s or the Paul George era. So why are you watching them? Because I liked what he did last year, and I didn't really watch him that much last year. I'm watching this year, and I'm having a treat. Jokic, S tier, really good this season. He had his career high against the Kings, I think. That was a couple weeks ago, though. I love Nikola Jokic's game. He is one of the best passing big men of all time. Okay, next up is Donovan Mitchell. You're going to call me nuts for this, but I'm putting Donovan in S tier. Not in front of Joel and fucking LeBron, back here. He is slightly S tier. The Jazz have looked amazing this year. Him and Rudy Gobert have been great. As a duo, they feel like Dwayne Wade and Shaq. I know Donovan Mitchell gets a lot of D-Wade comparisons, but it's so cool. I love watching Jazz games, especially this year. Jaylen Brown, A tier. Him and Tatum are both really, really good this year. I understand that the Celtics have been struggling. I mean, Kemba hasn't been playing that much. Maybe if they were playing, maybe I might have put him in S tier. But that's kind of like, wait, that's stupid. No. Yeah, I mean, it's better than being in B tier. Luka, S tier. You know what? I'm gonna get hate for this, but A tier. He is the top of the A tier. The Mavericks haven't been as good as I thought this year, even though they're the 8th seed right now. They're like in a dense competition with them and Golden State. The reason why is different because Curry's been lights out this season. There's been times where Luka has struggled this season. I understand he's getting really good around this time, but it still won't be enough in my opinion. Zach LaVine, B tier. He's having it's kind of like the same case I'm making for Bradley Beal. LaVine's is done really good this year, but the Bulls are like on the fringe of the playoff contention in the East. I think the Hornets still have a better record than them. I haven't really checked the standings that much. I mean, I'm still great season from Zach LaVine. I feel like he'll make the All-Star game next year also if there's no injuries. Zion, B tier. I mean, Zion was one of my biggest questions. I feel like that he shouldn't have been an All-Star this year. I mean, yeah, he's having a great, tremendous season, but still, it should have originally gone to Devin Booker. Maybe Zion should be the injury reserve. I find that a little bit sketchy. And he made it in his second season. I mean, he's a reserve. If he was a starter, I'd be definitely sussed out. But yeah, Chris Paul, B tier. He's old, but he's still productive. But still, you know, Chris Paul's not having his best season, even though that he is playing amazing for his age. Now, what the fuck am I saying? Yeah, Chris Paul's A tier. Chris Paul has been amazing this year, but him and Booker, I mean, I feel like Zion and CP3 shouldn't have originally made it. But then I looked into more of my research, and yeah, they both deserve to make it. Vucevic, B tier. The Magic have been terrible this year. His first All-Star game was more deserving because the Magic were actually pretty surprising that year. Ben Simmons, A tier. Joel Embiid is obviously the number one option. I mean, Ben Simmons can take like a step back now because Embiid has been going nuts. The Sixers have been really successful this year. I'm pretty sure they're first or second right now in the East, and I love watching the Sixers play this year. Rudy Gobert, A tier. Rudy has been the defensive anchor for the Jazz. And he's probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year this year again. He has been phenomenal. I love Rudy Gobert's game. Dame, A tier. What can I say? It's Dame. He's had a great season. I love Damian Lillard's play. So, and the Blazers are kind of being really good right now. So, that's it. That's my ranking of every All-Star this year. If you like it, like and subscribe and share. And comment down below. See you next video.